What's up, guys? It's your boy Taj here, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a headlight restoration on my 2008 Dodge Charger headlights that I had in the Charger before I got this new build in. They're looking a little funky, man. You know, it's time to go ahead and fix them up and get ready to sell them, or I don't know, just keep them as spares or whatever. But what I'm going to be using for this video is going to be, let's see if you can see that, the Meguiar's heavy duty headlight restoration kit. I've been using that one for a minute and I kind of fell in love with it. Easy to use, and I don't know, man, it's really plain and simple. But the kit itself comes with some of your polish. Let's see if the focus in. Comes with some of your Plastic X polish. Comes with a coating that you can use to protect your headlight. If you use the kit as it says, then it's guaranteed a year finish. So one thing that I also know that a lot of people use is some sort of wax or something like that, and I'm pretty sure both of them do the same thing, but I just do, you know, what the kit comes with because it's a lot easier. And it also comes with a foam applicator pad for your coating that you put on your headlights when you're done. It also comes with your sanding disc. You get a 1000 grit and a 3000 grit sanding disc for this, and I love this right here just for the fact that it is so easy to use. And it doesn't come with the drill, but it also comes with your easy buffing pad. This thing right here, I'm pretty sure you can get online, you know, cheap or something like that if you want to stock up on them or everything. But I've used this probably 3 times already. Just rinse it out, wash it out, stuff like that, let it dry, and boom, you're good to go. So what I'm gonna do is get the camera set up, go ahead and get to this, and I'll see you guys in a second. Also, aside from the buffing pad, you're going to want to have some rubbing alcohol to clean off the lens. I just have an extra applicator pad so I can do one of the headlights with the cleaner wax, some paper towels, and water, because we are going to be wet sanding or damp sanding these headlights. All right, so I'll get you guys set up here on my stand and we'll get right to it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and push this one in the way because I think that one looks the worst right now. So what I'm gonna do, make sure you can see that. Go ahead and do that like so. And all I'm gonna do starting off is just take a couple of paper towels and my alcohol and just wipe it down real good. When doing that, all you're gonna do is just basically clean it up, get ready for the polish, get ready for the wet sanding, and then have you a nice clean surface to get started with. You see all that dirt that came off, you know it's dirty. Alright, so clean that up, toss that to the side. Still see that. Make sure it's still in focus here. Yeah, be good. So put the top back on that. This is just regular water and maybe a dab of soap. So we just start wet your headlight. I understand that a lot of you guys won't always have the headlights off of the vehicle. Like I said, I did just get another build put in, so that's the only reason I have these off of the vehicle, but it still goes the same way. The only thing I can recommend is when you have it on the vehicle, just make sure whatever you do, you know, some people say you don't have to, but if you're wet sanding something on the vehicle, what you're gonna wanna do, or what I do, is it's sitting on the vehicle like so. I have thick masking tape, painter's tape, and you just go around the edges of the paint. Take you a plastic bag, take you a trash bag, masking film, whatever it is that you want to use, put that over that and just kind of cut a hole in the middle, spread it open, put it like so around your headlight, and then tape that up. That way when you're wet sanding, you're not getting any of this other grit or anything like that onto the vehicle, onto the paint for you to clean off and worry about later, because it is a mess and it can be sometimes damaging to the paint. So I'm just gonna want to keep this wet. The spray didn't want to work. So you want to grab your sanding disc. This is the 1000 grit sanding disc. Let's see if that can get in there. Yeah, this is your 1000 grit sanding disc. You're gonna put that on there like so. You're gonna wet this up. I'm actually gonna turn it this way just to help me out a little bit. But you're gonna wet this up, keep this nice and wet, and you're just gonna go across with it, okay? Doesn't have to be crazy fast, doesn't have to be, you know, a whole bunch of extra, but you're just gonna go side to side with it. I know some people, they'll go side to side and they'll go up and down with the same one. Do however you please, as long as you test it out first and you get the kind of results that you want, then, you know, everybody has their own way of doing it. But what I'm gonna do is go side to side with this one, and then when I switch to 3000 grit, I'll just go up and down with it. All right, so again, keep this wet. Water's drying up. It's about 75 degrees out here, fairly hot, so but just do that like so, and hold this still, and you just want to go just like that with it. Now once you start to see all that milky residue, that itself is all of that yellowy plastic and oxidation and all of that stuff around here. We got a lot of pollen around here, so I'm sure that's the bulk of it. But you want to just, you know, kind of keep your pad wet like so. And just go side to side with it. And of course, get all your edges and stuff like that. The pads that come with this kit can be reused many times, and I know for a fact, because I bought some extra ones, that they sell these small little sanding discs online. And even if you don't want to go that far, you can simply buy you some and cut them out. All right, guys, I apologize about that. Camera cut off, phone got too hot, so had to run inside and set it on a little ice pack real quick. I'm gonna try to reset this up so I can have a little bit of shade over the phone to keep it from heating up too much. If that still doesn't do the trick, then I'll have to figure out something else about going into some shade or something. But pick up where we left off. I'll spin the camera around and show you what the headlight looks like after the couple minutes of me sanding it that you guys were looking at, just to show you what it looks like now, and hop right back into it. Let's go. All right, so currently This is what the headlight looks like. A little dusty, a little sandy, but nothing you got to worry about. It's gonna come off. So I'm gonna set you guys back up on the mount I have here, and we'll continue with the business. All right, so I got everything set back up. Hopefully it doesn't cut out on me this time. And we'll keep going with the show. Actually, I'm gonna plug the charger back up so it doesn't die on me either. Alright, should be good to go. So, like I was saying, this is where we're at right now. So what I'm actually gonna do is spray this down. Come on. Yeah, spray that down. Just wipe all of that excess junk off. Okay. So this is where we're at now. Alright. So I'm gonna go back over it one more time with that 1000 grit since everything cut off on me at the same time. Get back into it and just go side to side with it. I do know that a lot of people wear gloves when they do stuff like this. I just didn't think to grab any, but I do have a pair that I'm going to use for that film or liquid, what is it? The Plastic X that's going over the lens to protect it because that stuff is sticky, and the first time I got it on my hands, man, it didn't come off for forever. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is let that sit like so. Grab a couple more paper towels here, and as that's drying, I'm just gonna go back to this alcohol right here, dry that up a bit more, get extra water off. There we go. And I'm just gonna go back over this with some more alcohol and double check my work. Make sure that I'm confident that it's going to come out the way I want it to. So I'll give that a second to dry and haze over and double check, and then we'll move on to the next phase. All right, and now that is dry. One thing I do want to point out is you can tell, even though it's kind of foggy and hazy like this, that it is getting better for sure. It's going to be like that, but don't worry about it. We'll get that taken care of. All right, so I'm going to remove So I'm going to remove my 1000 grit, set this off to the side, and I am going to slap on my 3000 grit. Okay. So I'm gonna set this back up on the camera. like so. All right. So now I've got my 3000 grit on there, and you're just gonna do the same thing, except this time what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up and down. All right. So again, with the headlight, get it how you'd like. With your pad here. And then you're just gonna go up and down with it. And I do know that my fingerprints are gonna be on here, but all of that's gonna come off here in a second. I'm not too worried about it. But you're just gonna go up and down to basically level out all of those sanding marks that you put on there with the 1000 grit. And remember, the higher you go, the finer it is. Okay. So make sure you get back in all of your corners and stuff. Y'all gonna see me swatting a lot of bugs, man. I'm not a fan of them. But it is what it is. It's just a little disclaimer. So. And then, what I like to always do, as you should, spray it back down, let that water come off of there, and double check your work. So again, let you see what I'm doing. Take some of your alcohol, go over your headlight lens. And of course, there's a bunch of different precautions you can take with other people's headlights and stuff like that, but these are used, beat, nothing worn down, so I'm not too stressed out about it, like I said at first. So, alright guys, due to my phone overheating so much, I am going to move things over to the garage, but that's actually a good thing right now because we're only in the third to last step. Gonna go ahead and polish it up. I might go back over it one more time just to be on the safe side, but we're getting ready to go ahead and polish it up and stuff anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up on the mount in the garage in the shade this time, and hopefully it won't cut off again. I apologize for that. And I'm gonna move everything over, and once I get everything moved over, we'll go ahead and get it squared away, finish up the job, and check out the before and after. Catch you guys in a sec. Alright, so I've got the mount set up. Hopefully the phone doesn't drop on me again, but I'm going to go ahead and get everything moved over, set up, and I'll catch you guys in a sec. I'm going to leave this running, probably fast forward through it or whatever, and... So I did change my mind. I actually am gonna go ahead and go over this one more time, just to be on the safe side, like I said. And because everything did cut off and I had to run inside, all I'm going to do is fold up another paper towel, as so. Put more alcohol on it. And I'm just gonna go back over to make sure it's cleaned up. All right. So that is that. I'm gonna do this and this one more time, and just go up and down with it. And by the way, as I am trying to get this channel and stuff going, and also do better with video for my business and stuff like that, if you guys have any opinions or advice on like cameras and setups and stuff like that to use, definitely let me know. Right now I'm using my phone. The quality's pretty good to me, at least I think, but definitely don't want to have to keep doing what I just had to do all the time, you know. So all right, so I think that looks pretty good. There's not much of any plastic particles coming off, so that's good as well. All I'm gonna do is just spray this down like so. Get some of that excess water off, like that. And just go back over it. So now, of course, this is the part where if you don't have a drill or anything like that, you would just hand polish, which, by the way, I got this Ryobi drill at Home Depot on a, I believe it was it was, I think it was a Christmas sale or something like that, but usually, you know, they have sales and stuff like that. I got this for, I believe, $149, and it came with a battery already. And it also, it was like one of those deals where, you know, you buy one, you get something free or whatever. So I got 2 extra batteries with that as well. Pretty good deal, if I do say so myself. So I am going to put some more alcohol on here, clean it off one last good time. Boom. So like I was saying, if you don't have a drill, you can go ahead and hand polish and stuff like this. I just use the drill for a little bit better result, but you're still gonna get pretty much the same results. So, like I was saying at first, you take your Plastic X clear polish, shake it up, and then see if I can do this with one hand. All you're gonna do is just put a couple drops like so. And what I like to do first is start off with my drill on a low setting so I can work it in just as I would if I was polishing a car. And then if you feel like you need to apply a little bit more, go ahead and apply a little bit more. And after that, crank it up, finish it up, double check your work, and proceed as needed. So that's what I got right there. And I'm just going to dab this around like so. And my drill speed is on, see if the light can catch that. Drill speed is on 1. So let's see, use my feet to kind of hold this still. And I'm just gonna work it in slowly and then double up the speed when I go back and actually polish everything out, all right? All right, so as you can see, it is starting to look better. But like I said, and I do recommend, which is one thing I don't do often, but for the sake of time in this video, if you have a microfiber towel, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna step aside from what I would usually do. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna grab a microfiber towel, come back, wipe that off, and proceed. All right, I'm always one of those guys, man. If I say something, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So, get my microfiber towel, edgeless towel right here that I use for glass. So, and honestly, I got so many of these, man. You could just chuck them or whatever. But you have that like so. Just take this and wipe off your polish. I'm gonna set this right there. And like I said, I already cranked the drill up to 1. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on here and just repeat the same process that you did at first. So you take this, just dab it around a little bit. And like I said, it's on 2, and just proceed the same way you did. All right, so one disclaimer that I did not know is that the camera cut off again. So the last step that was seen was me polishing the headlight with the buffing pad. And all I did from there, which I'm not going to put the glove on again, but if you can see the little bit of wetness that is on this pad right here, you take your plastic X that you have right here and just kind of run it along. And a little bit does go a long way, so you don't have to worry about that. And because I did just do the headlight and I didn't pay attention to the camera being on or off, we'll just go back and show you the edges. But basically, all you do is you just run it along and make sure that everything gets coated, okay? You can do your crosshatch pattern, or you can do whatever kind of pattern you want, but that's basically all you're gonna do. And then, as I was saying towards the end of it, if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe for me. If you are interested in learning more, give me some ideas on what you guys want to see. If you guys want to keep up with some of the things that I do as far as my business wise, follow me on Instagram. That's going to be Clean Dreams Car Care, and also Facebook, Clean Dreams Car Care. So I'm going to bring this out into the sunlight, show you guys the before and after, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.